Together with Earle Sports Bets, yeah, the twins, they be checking in. Stacking up, green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. Just me today, as we have 5 games in the NHL and we have 8 games in the NBA. So not a huge card for today. I like these balanced cards a little bit more. I don't when you get 5 to 8 games in each sport rather than 12 in one and 2 in another or something along those lines. So these are generally the slates I like a little bit better. Before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we will recap yesterday real quick. I was just adjusting the records there. All right, cool. Let's get into yesterday, which was a solid day, a nice, much-needed bounce-back day after college basketball was pretty bad last game, or not last game, yesterday or the day before. The 1-6. It definitely was a nice bounce back 7-3 night there in college basketball. And it started off with the Boston College Eagles -13 was a winner. Providence -22 was a winner. The Drexel Dragons +105 was a winner. Cincinnati -12.5 winner. Tennessee Tech +25.5 winner. SIU Edwardsville and Bellarmine did not get the job done. The Western Carolina Catamounts get the job done +22.5. They lose by 13 to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. The Southern Utah Thunderbirds +15. They only lose by 4 against Loyola Chicago in that one there. And then we did lose our last play of the night, Purdue plus the points against Marquette. Marquette wins that game by 18, so a nice statement win there for the Golden Eagles of Marquette. In college football, it was a split out. I had Central Michigan, the Chippewas. They've been a nice little squad for me recently, those Chippewas. I had them +6. They went outright against Western Michigan. And I had Kent State +10.5. Yeah, I didn't think Akron should be laying double digits on the road. They apparently should have. So that was whatever there. In hockey, went 3-0-1. The over 6 between Edmonton and Ottawa was a winner. The Tampa Bay Lightning -1 was a push. And then my favorite game of the day, the Jets money line and the over. Winner there on that, as the Jets put up the over by themselves. 6-3 win for the Winnipeg Jets after getting shut out 5-0 in the previous game there. So overall, up 4.40 units yesterday. Oh, I forgot to recap the NBA. The hot streak ends there. It was a 15-3 run, and I went 0-2 yesterday. Got hooked on the Boston Celtics team total over. Very frustrating there. I needed them to score 121. They score 120. And then Oklahoma City loses outright, which is interesting there, to the San Antonio Spurs as 9.5-point favorites. So that was frustrating there. But overall, still a profitable day, and I will never complain about a day in the black is always a good day. So we'll head over to the chat. I'll recap of the leaderboards here. Let's get into those. Here, of course, my computer's being slow. Let's go percent. ESP leaderboards, and bam. Coyote picks are still in first place. Why is this not showing? Come on. There we go. Coyote picks still in first place there. 156, 131, and 2, up 12.91 units. Lex Steele, 17 and 13, up 3.64 units. Jay Trinidad 1-1 up 1 unit. Markel 10-10 up 0.62 units. Stop Geo 8-7 up 0.21 units. Everybody else is negative. In the NBA, if this will ever just like not be slow, that'd be cool. We have Lex Steele taking over for. We have a new leader, Lex Steele, 4-1 in the NBA, up 4.45 units. Mr. Numbers up 4.25 units, 29-20. He's in positive until a big favorite loses. Coyote Pick drops to third, 27-20, up 3.44 units. Everybody else negative. In the NHL, come on. Of course, what do you call it? Oh, there we go. In the NHL, we have a new leader, Markel, 3-1, the leader in NHL. Coyote Pick 24-24-1, up 2.76 units. And Jay Trinidad 1-1, up 1 units. Everybody else negative there. In college basketball, Stop Geo leads. He's 1-0 with a up 1 unit there. I still need to go back and change the NFL, but we didn't have any NFL games yesterday, and we won't have any tonight, so that doesn't matter. College football, Coyote Pick up 18.71 units, 34-15 there. Very, very nice. And then Lex Steele is 2-1, and Untouchable is and he's up 0.9, and Untouchable 2-2, up 0.6 units. So that is the recap of the standings of the leaderboards for the ESB contest. We'll now head back. We'll head to the chat as my thing keeps crashing on me. This is annoying. There we go. What's up, my guys? Let's get it. Let's cash today. Hit the like button, people. So some appreciation, subscribe, and share. Tim A. You know the rest of the saying, my dog. Only 8 games, not a full slate. Hey, these are just fine. These types of slates. I like it. We can still find value. Yep. Bucks tonight, lay it. Warriors tonight, lay it. Shocker. Marcos is on the Warriors, is on the Bucks, and if the Nuggets were playing tonight, he'd probably be against the Nuggets. So, Boston ends the 15-0 win streak. Was down almost 20 at one point, and came back and fought back to lose by 3. It was a very good game to watch. Spider had no help. He had 30-something points. Yeah, there you go. Unfortunately, the Celtics come up 1 point short for that team total. There we go. Google Chrome is being stupid on me today. It's pissing me off. Mobley helped with 24 points. They could have won, but his running mate, Whack Garland, scored 8 points and shot 2 for 19. Yeah, that's generally speaking not going to get the job done. Yeah. Why is Google Chrome continuing to crash? There you go. Tatum and Brown hit Spider, knocked him down. Yeah. Memphis let me down, losing back to Denver after beating them last game. No, I mean, I was always only looking Denver in that game after losing the first game against them. Usually it's tough to beat a team twice. But yeah. They garbage. Fakers minus no good, but the over was good. Nets win. Bum fight money line. Was good for them. Charlotte plus 3 was good. Dallas beat New Orleans by 30. They're bad. Just like the Wiz kids. I'm waiting for the next Wizards game. So I could take team total overs. What a bad loss there. It was without Victor Wembanyama. I would have stayed off the Thunder if I knew Wembanyama was out. Bad loss for OKC. I gotcha. Who else had the Ducks money line last night? I did not. I stayed off that game. I wanted the Blackhawks in the over, and I'm glad I stayed off. Cale Makar has 27 points already. Wow. Wow. That kind of snuck up on you. Yeah, the Thailanders. Yeah. And at this point, I will take, as an Islander fan, I will take every single point they receive right now without Barzal, without Duclair, without Pellich, without Riley. And they just got Romanov back. So, yeah. Yeah, you had a good night. You had a good night. Yes, if you call an overtime game an easy winner, sure. Braden Point, first game back, a star player for his healthy for the team, basically is the reason they won that game. Yeah. I lost Cleveland team total under the last second meaningless shot that hurt. Yeah, I needed them to foul one more time. We get some props here. LJ Henderson for Buffalo over 79.5 rushing yards. CJ Ogbonna over 36.5 rushing yards. Over 44.5 in the Toledo game in the Ohio money line. My only look for tonight potentially was Toledo. I didn't bet anything in college football. I didn't like anything in college football. We have Sabres versus Kings. Yeah. I hit all total 5 overs hit. Had to buy down for protection that comes through. You pushed one. You pushed the over in Pens. So you didn't win it. Yeah, but yeah. Cool. Blues versus Hawks Winter Classic. Isn't that so exciting? Yeah, like what a matchup that is. They couldn't have picked anything better. They couldn't have given us Avalanche and Blackhawks maybe or something like that. I was 2 minutes late. Relax. Good luck, everyone. I'm on the road right now. Go Sabres. There you go. Supness. What's good, Lex? Good luck, Sabres fan. Let's get that dub tonight. Oh man, no Timmy. Yeah, I know. Very disappointing. It's just me. Super disappointing. No, I like the slate night that where it's a full slate you can pick from everything. Yeah. If 446 is on fire, let's go to the strip club. All right, cool. You can also get a membership for only $4.99. So there's also that. I had Western Michigan last night, but I had Akron minus. So yeah, I was on the opposite sides of both of you there. The Stars are minus 485 against the Sharks again. I took a spot for this one. I took a spot in this game. This is the only game I haven't bet. Morning today. What's good, Markel? We need this month to end now. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a slip for you there. 10-10 this break even shit. Yeah, it is all good. What's good, y'all? Let's get it today. Good luck. Yeah, you as well. Stop Gio. Nice work, Markel. NHL is a grind. Yeah. Night started out horrible with Lightning going to overtime, but finished minus 1 unit. Hey, could have been worse. Let's go hockey. But I hope Nick. We are in line with hockey. I've only played one game so far in the NHL card, and it was the first period puck line in the Stars game for Dallas. Mr. Numbers was down 20 units and now only down 0.8. Can't get any hotter. 20 units in 1 week. How about ready? Don't fall down 20 units to begin with. My NBA is on fire. Hockey fire. There you go. How can I join the Microsoft Word Trick? Just put your plays. All I need is basically if you want to bet I'm just looking at a random game here. Rockets minus 6.5, whatever. You type Rockets minus 6.5, minus 110. And you would send. I track any plays that like I need the team or the play over under, money line spread, whatever. The number for it, and then the odds. And that's all I need. That's it. I am a genius. The real numbers, this numbers. Hey, there you go. Nice picture there too. Marcos backing the Cavs today and laying. I don't know if I'd play the Cavs today. I'm not sure yet though. They're coming off the loss, but they're on a back-to-back, and that Boston game was the most important one for them there. Now the ultimate question we would have to have for them is it a bounce back spot for Cleveland, or is it a bubble burst spot for Cleveland where they'll lose multiple in a row? That's the question. 20 games over. Mr. Numbers is so impressive. I mean, Yeah, if you just take away the units for that, sure. Being 20 games over 500 is impressive. But when you lay minus 600, minus 700, minus 800, minus 900, nobody gives a fuck about your record. They want to know how many units you're up, and you're down. You're 20. Here's the thing. Ready? This is a prime example of why you should not lay big numbers. You are 20 games over 500, and you're down money. That shouldn't be a thing. If you're 20 games above 500, you have to be profitable. And the reason why you're not is you lay minus 650 and lose. You lay minus 440 and lose. You lay minus 340 and lose. You lay minus 200 and lose. And if you would cut down your juice, I think you'd do way better. I think you do way better other than stealing money from the books. How about you pay less on losers? Copy name. All right. The leader in hockey, Markel, the new leader in hockey. It's because, yeah, I got you. I wanted to back the Ducks yesterday, but I was scared to quack. It's fair. I've been in and out choosing spots. Yeah. So Markel. I barely know a player in hockey. Hockey. I just going off of lines and spreads. That's fair. Senators first 5 shots on goal did hit yesterday. It was in my parlay. There you go. Haven't seen you on X. Yeah. I like the Cavs minus 12.5 or minus 110 at Bet Rivers. There you go. I'll track that. Less cash victory. Yeah. Busy a little lately, Markel. Okay. I miss seeing your comments. I give all my plays here, so get all the winners. Yeah, all the winners to put you down 0.8 units. Hope all is well. What's good, IceX? OMG. Stars +1 minus 700. Are we really doing this right now? I mean, that is a Mr. Numbers play, but that's ridiculous. Well, never mind. I thought I was going to get a little spicy and take the Sharks. Markel, what up, bro? And yes, I feel you on the hockey spots here and there. Yeah, exactly. Yes, I didn't see that. Was that a late scratch? Because that wasn't a thing early in the morning. I am on the show. Hello. Okay. You're not, but okay. Mr. Numbers, you are close to my units. It's just that you have this symbol in front. Negative. Yeah. I'm backing the Cavs tonight to a get back game. That's fair. I'm going to go safe minus 10 first half. All right. All the sharps and the sharp chasers are on Philly tonight. I don't get it. I'm waiting for more money to come in on Phil's, and I'm going to take the opposite side. That's fair. But I was down 20 units. Now about even. Okay. Nick is exactly right. I never take odds worse than 82% profit. Yeah. Sports betting, you bet to risk to be profitable, not bet to win. This is not stock trading. Yeah. Let's see who the copy game. Let's guess who the copy guy is. I have no idea. No idea. Most of them college ball, large points was good last night. Some weren't. Yeah, happens. Numbers. I also trade stocks like you have done for 13 years. I understand why it's my 600 and stuff look appealing coming from a stock background, but that's now how you do it here. And he's learning. That's why he's 20 games over 500 and negative. But let's get back out of the negatives here for me with the NBA. My 15-3 NBA run comes to a screeching halt after a 0-2 day yesterday. Now, not a terrible day. I almost split out with the Celtics team total over getting hooked. But let's get back into the NBA because it has been good as of late for me. We had the Milwaukee Bucks. They're 8-point favorites against the Chicago Bulls. Total 238. Line opened up in 8, still an 8. Line opened up 238. It's now 238.5. So we have a half-point line movement towards the over. And we have no movement on the side. Let's switch over here, get the covers up, and let's get Action Network up, where we have in this game it's 33% of tickets and 51% of cash on the Bucks. line is not moved, but I don't expect it to move when the cash is 49 and 51. And then 67% of tickets, 68% of cash is on the over. Lines moved half a point towards the over here in this spot, which makes the over look a little interesting in this game. We have the Chicago Bulls. They're 6-9 straight up this year, 7-8 ATS, 9-6 over under, 5-4 on the road. On the flip side, Milwaukee is 5-9 straight up, 4-9-1 ATS. They're 5-9 over under. They're 4-3 at home. The Bulls are coming in off of a double-digit win there, 122 to 112 against the Detroit Pistons as 4-point dogs in their last game. On the flip side, we do have Milwaukee coming in on their third win in 4 days. Their only loss was a 1-point loss against the Charlotte Hornets as 4-point favorites. They've been playing better as of late. However, not good enough to where I want to lay 7.5, 8 points with them. It's just not something that appeals to me here. If I'm betting anything, I'm maybe taking a shot with the over. And if I want to back the Bucks, there's no way I'm laying 8 points with them. I would take the team total over. And this is something that in the NBA I've been doing a little bit. Instead of laying big numbers, I'm taking team total overs instead. The Bucks offensively have not been that good this year, though. Where their team total is 123.5 in the last 10 games. They've only done that once, and that was against the Detroit Pistons. Now on the Chicago Bulls side, they are giving up points. They gave up 143 to Houston, 144 to Cleveland, 123 to the Knicks, 135 to the Timberwolves, 135 to the Jazz, 120 to the Nets. So can the Bucks put up 124 points in this game? Maybe. Am I going to be betting it to happen? Nah. So simple pass here for me. Not getting started with this one. Let's see. I want a membership, Nick. It's one of the, if you go down to where the subscribe button is, there should be a button that says join. I believe it's $4.99 or $5.99 a month. I forgot what it is. It is $5.99 a month to join, and you get all of our college basketball plays. You get our full cards. We post that every day. You can also have access to the hockey spreadsheet. You can have access to the college basketball spreadsheet. So that you can have access to those as well. And things along those lines. And you get early access to free pick videos. Like we set our free pick videos to premiere at midnight. But if you're a member, you get it. You get the free pick videos as soon as we post them, which is anywhere probably between 8 and 10 o'clock. So just a few things there for that. Hurricanes race at 3, -115. Toledo money line. I was looking at that Toledo money line a little bit there. Sabres first to 5 shots on goal. Richmond -8. Brook Lopez over 18 pra. Cavs money line -950. There you go. That's a horrible picture for. I actually like it way better. You read Marco's language, okay, Nick? But you can get there like Tim. Keep at it, yeah. Put a Yankee up, then maybe people think you're me. It's supposed to be a troll. Where's Cannon lately? He is Coyote pick, and he posts all of his stuff in He posts all of his stuff in a lot of his plays are in the what do you call it? YouTube comment section. There you go. Thoughts on Gonzaga -34 against Long Beach State? It's a lot of points to lay, but the Zags are legit. What did I have this at? I forgot to. I haven't put up any of my plays yet for college basketball. I gotta do that after the show. I have them at 32.5, so I think that line's about correct. What's up, Nick? +8, too many points. Give me the Bulls. There you go. Nah, you're a Met fan. You always talk about them every day. Yeah. Lindor is my favorite player, though. If you're the real 446, you would know. Yeah. No, lots of chat this morning. Yeah. Antetokounmpo, 30-plus points, and the Bucks to win at +145. And then, by the way, there's Cannon, by the way, 446. Here's Cannon. His new name is Coyote Picks. There. You know, a victory, you see the, okay, more stocks. I don't care. Bulls +8 in the over. Lower threes. There you go. Lean Bucks +8. making a ton off of it. Okay. I aim for minus 122 or better odds. That's the only way you need to win 54.95% of the time percent of your bets in order to be profitable. Yes, there's betting odds calculators in there. Yeah. Bucks team total over. And then Bucks plus 8 in the under 238. Minus 122 equals 82%. That's why I aim for 82% number. Rarely drop anything. Yeah, I'll do 130, 135 sometimes, and that's about as high as I'll go. I generally don't like to do that, though. So, yeah. Our plays in the chat still count after the show, right? Yes. You can post plays in the YouTube comment. You can do it on a video. Like, you can do it on the free pick video I did last night for the Stars game if you wanted to post plays, or you can do it on this one. It's meant to increase interactions with the chat. So you can comment, you can put any plays or anything on any videos. It increases the interaction with the chat, which also increases the algorithm for the videos, which increase views, which could increase new viewers, which should grow the channel, and eventually have this where we can do more content because we don't have to work outside of ESB. It can be fully ESB income and things along those lines. So if you guys want more content and more stuff from Earle Sports Bets, help spread the channel out, share the channel out, share the stream out, things along those lines. Oh, he's the Coyote. Yeah, he's Coyote pick there. Yep. Lean Bull's probably gonna take it. Fair. All right, here 446. Yeah. How do you change your name all the time? I have no clue. All right. Bucks lay it and lean under. Bucks stepping up lately. They top 6 and on a win streak. There you go. I know I really need to start. Okay, cool. I lost my first account and just rather not have my name. That's fair. It's fair. Garland over 6.5 assists. Pacers race to 10 first quarter, and Bucks minus 8. It's crazy work. Okay. What's good, Nicholas Handy? Should start my own show. There you go. It's funny how Netflix has Paul Tyson right now as a show you can watch anytime. Yeah, I have no interest in watching that whatsoever. I do all my picks here on the fly with little info and still on fire. Okay, cool. Good for you. Markel, ride with you, boy. I got you. There you go. Hurricanes race to 3 is an interesting look. Yeah. Hurricanes race to 3 goals, minus 110. That's a good way to get the juice down. I mean, they're minus 220 favorites in that game. But let's move on here to the next one. We get another big favorite, and this was the ultimate question coming into this game. Is this a bounce back game, or is this a bubble burst game? We have the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. This line opened up at a 14. It's down to a 13.5, and we could see some 13s popping up. This line opened up at a 224.5, immediately went down to 222.5, and is now down to a 221. So move towards the under here as well as a move towards the Pelicanos. We have 28% of tickets, or 72% of tickets, 77% of the cash on the Cavaliers. Yet this line's moving towards the Pels. 83% of tickets and 77% of cash is on the over in this game as well. Pelicans are 4-11 straight up in ATS. They're 7-7-1 over under, and they are 1-6 on the road. On the flip side, the Cleveland Cavaliers are 15-1 now. They now no longer have that 0 next to their name. 12-4 ATS, 11-5 over under, 8 now at home. They still have yet to lose a home game. They are on the second half of a back-to-back. This is a third game in 4 days, and they're laying 13.5. This is a second half of a back-to-back for the Pelicans as well. They're coming in off of a bad 40-point loss yesterday to the Dallas Mavericks. And this is kind of an interesting spot because I kind of want to take a look at what they only have money lines for the first quarter. I want the first quarter spread here for the Pelicans potentially here. I think this is a good spot to take them early in this game, the Pelicans. But I don't know. Offensively, they've been good. The Pelicans. I mean, actually, no, they haven't. I apologize on that one. I don't know why my numbers were showing all grades for them. That's weird. But they're coming off of a bad loss, and the Cavaliers are coming off their first loss of the year. I would only look towards taking the points here. I can get 13.5 minus 105 over on Caesars. I'm very tempted in the Pelicans here. Taking a shot with them as a dog to bounce back. I kind of want to see what that first quarter number is. Maybe it's a Pelicans first quarter, but I would have to search that up. But I'm interested in New Orleans in this game. Would be like at 8 your time before the show. All right, Central Time. What's good, like Steel? Speaking of Netflix, do not care about stocks. Minus 13.5 for the Cavs. Cavs first quarter, first half. More stocks. I don't care. Yeah. I don't care. I don't do that. This is not a stock show. This is a sports betting show. Pelicans team total over. That's an interesting look as well. And pass. Yeah, I don't like to fade teams off of 40-point losses. That's pretty plain simple. I think Pelicans can keep this close through 12 minutes. I'm gonna shop around and probably bet the Pelicans first quarter. But that unfortunately is not something that's on BetStamp, so I'd have to search for it. So it's what it is. I'll search for it after the show. Cavs first quarter, first half, full game. Garland points from his mess up last night, the no-show. Yeah. Over. Yeah. And okay. I do not care about stocks. Please, if you're going to talk about stocks, you can put that in a different chat. This is for sports. Let's move on. We have the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Portland Trailblazers. The Blazers, or the Thunder, 12-point favorites in this game, total of 224. Line opened up at a 13.5. It's down to a 12. So we have a 1.5-point line moving here towards the Trailblazers in this game. Line opened up 224. It's down to a 223. The Thunder have dominated the Trailblazers as of late. 10 straight wins against Portland. Portland coming in on a 3-game winning streak. They're playing some good basketball. 6-8 straight up. 8-5-1 ATS. 6-8 over under. 2-4 on the road. The Thunder are 11-4. They're 9-5-1 ATS. They're 7-8 over under. They're 7-2 at home this year. So the Thunder have looked really strong this year. They're coming in off of a loss. They're coming off of back-to-back losses against Dallas and against San Antonio. Now they're in a very similar situation as the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're coming in off of a loss, but it's the third game in 4 days for them, and they're laying double digits. And I don't like backing teams, especially laying numbers on third game in 4 days. This would probably be Blazers first quarter or nothing. And I kind of want to take both first quarters here. I'm just going to have to search them after the show. 57% of tickets, 71% of cash on the Blazers. The line is moving towards them. 84% of tickets, 86% of the cash on the over. So those are two spots that I'm going to look at. Is first quarter spreads for both the Trailblazers and for the Pelicans. Is the way I'm going to approach these. I'm gonna go for early spreads there for both these big dogs. So I'm gonna have to look that up after the show. But yeah, let's see. Cavs minus 13.5 for me. Yeah, Cavs game is tricky. Might have a huge letdown versus the Pelicans tonight. Yeah, that's why I like the first quarters. Blazers plus 12.5. Blazers, baby. OKC needs a center. Yeah. Cavaliers minus 12.5, minus 10. Everything is one unit. When we're tracking them, just letting you know, everything is 1 unit or to win 1 unit. So that'd be 1.1 units to win 1 unit. We don't do smaller bets. We don't do bigger bets. Everything is all flat. I like your take on the Cavs game. I'm using on the Blazers game first quarter. Yeah, I like the first quarters on both them there. These back-to-back games, I have to wait for injury reports. That's fair. Pels and Wids does dumpster fire. Yeah. Blazers plus 515. Get that minus 750 out of here. Bet. I can agree. We can stop all stock chatter. I love trading too, but this is not the place. Talk about that between y'all. So Rollins, thank you. That is the comment of the day right now. Because I just have nothing to contribute to that conversation, and that's not what we're talking about here. Let's move on. We have the Houston Rockets and the Indiana Pacers. This line opened up at a 5, And now it's a 6.5 towards the Rockets. So a move towards the Rockets here in this one. Line opened up 233.5. It's down to 231.5. So we have a move towards the under here as well in this game. With 77% of tickets, 75% of cash on the over, and the line's dropping, which kind of appeals the under to me. And then we have 52% of tickets and 59% of the cash is on the Rockets. And the line's moving towards the Rockets here. This series has been pure domination from the Pacers. They have won 9 straight games against this Houston Rockets team. Houston's coming in, having their 5-game winning streak snap. They lose 101-100 to the Milwaukee Bucks. They do cover the 3.5. On the flip side, Indiana coming in off of a double-digit loss against the Toronto Raptors. We backed the Raptors in that game. We got paid. And I've made money on the last few games for the Pacers, backing them against Miami, fading them against Toronto. So I've had a decent read on this Pacers team. I would only look towards the Rockets in this game if I'm betting it, and I would lean towards the under a little bit in this one as well. Even though the Pacers have been a decent over team, I think that this is a game where the Rockets, if you like the Rockets, you like the under. If you like the Pacers, you like the over type of thing. And I'm leaning Rockets. And for me, if the Rockets win and cover, it's because they slow down the game and they limit the possessions for Indiana. So I am not playing this game. If I would, I'd be taking the Rockets here, laying the points, but no play here. Let's see. Should I wait to move on the Blazers? No, the line's moving towards them. So I can see that. My bad. I was on a 2-minute delay. You're good. Mitchell under 3.5 threes. I stopped victory, but you got me going. All these dogs tripled my money. Yeah. Pacers plus 6.5. Pass. Dogs if okay. I don't, yeah. Houston minus the under, over 231.5. Green is questionable. Okay. Be careful. Pass. Pacers plus 6.5. I got Pacers plus 7.5. It already dropped to 6.5. There you go. Pelicans money line, Blazers money line, and just hope one hits. It's not a bad look. I don't like betting against series dominations, even if the teams seem to be totally different this season. That's fair. Maybe both win. I think at the very least, if I wouldn't talk you off taking both first quarter money lines, because I'll be on first quarter spreads for those. I just have to search those up to find what the best available number is on them. Because BetStamp does not have the best first quarter spreads available. We'll move on, though. The Philadelphia 76ers and the Memphis Grizzlies, this next one here. The Sixers, 2.5-point favorites, total of 220.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here, where we're now starting to see some threes. Line opened up at a 2. It's now a 3. Line opened up at a 219.5. It's now a 223. Let's take a look at the cash flow. 65% of tickets, 61% of cash is on the Grizzlies, and the line's moving towards the Sixers. In this game here, 78% of tickets, 79% of cash is on the over in this spot. Let's take a look at the situational here, because I believe this is not a good spot for the Memphis Grizzlies, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is a third game in 4 days spot for the Memphis Grizzlies, where they played Denver on the 17th and the 19th, and this is the second half of a back-to-back for them. Granted, they've been at home for all 3 games. And this is not a back-to-back for the Sixers. They've lost 4 in a row, though. They've looked bad. They've lost 9 of 10. They've covered in 2 of them. So this is not a good Sixers team by any stretch of the imagination. And now you're asking me to lay 3.5 on them on the road? Pass. A hard pass on that one there. The market's suggesting that the Sixers win this game. And they win it by margin. And I can understand why the market can see that. This is probably telling me Embiid plays today, which it feels like a miracle when Joel Embiid does play basketball anymore. And it tells me that they truly do think this is a bad situational spot for the Memphis Grizzlies, being a third game in 4 days. So this is a tough spot to really want to get involved with the Philadelphia 76ers, especially with this now going over a bucket. So it's a no play for me. I would lean Sixers, I guess, but I'm not betting it. Let's see. Nick, you used to do totals in the NBA. Get back on them, please. Yeah, I do them, but I not very often. I do team totals more than I do totals. But yeah, I got you. Oh well, I got Philly +2. All right, well, I feel like the puck line is a trap. It's a trap, so I took the Stars -455. Good God. Nick is a no-show. His picture was on the video today. At first, sleeping. What? Tim. Oh, his picture was never on the video. 76ers. I gotcha. Smart. And Eddie still out. Won't play. They didn't play last night. Now that's why. I mean, if you need excuses, then whatever. Grizzlies +3. Pass. Has Embiid played at all during the Sixers losing streak? Very periodically? Yeah. Doesn't matter if Embiid plays. He's looked awful. Grizzlies +2.5. No, I would want to fade them if Embiid's in. So let Embiid get announced in. Let that go to a 4, and I'll take the Grizzlies there. This card sucks. It really does. Maybe an under? Yeah, maybe. Sixers had a players-only meeting after the Miami loss. They were pissed off with blowout Memphis, and yeah, I could see that. If that's the case, then you take them first quarter or first half. Just a lot of bananas and oranges when you're playing back-to-backs. Yeah. 1-800-GAMBLER, 76ers. Yeah. At Grizzlies players. I'm thinking Grizzlies money line, although taking the Hornets money line said the +3 burnt me yesterday. Fair. Sixers -3.5. Postcard after show. Yes. Morant. Yeah. Embiid is playing. All right. The reason I went down so much was because of no FBS. Only had a few games. That's fair. Embiid looks older than Rob and Mark. Embiid's not a good player anymore. I was still stunned he won the MVP that one year. Because he wasn't really the best player in basketball, but we'll move on. The New York Knicks and the Phoenix Suns. The Knicks are 5-point favorites, total 223.5 in this game. Line opened up at a 7.5 down to a 5 in this one. And this line opened up at a 220. It's now a 224. This tells me somebody's back for Phoenix in this game. And let's take a look at the cash flow. 62% of tickets and 58% of cash is on the Knicks. The line's moving towards the Suns in this game. 82% of tickets, 82% of cash on the over in this one as well. The New York Knicks are not a team I'm laying a number with on the road. That's a pretty plain and simple. I have no interest in that. They're 8-6 straight up. They are 6-7-1 ATS. They're 8-6 over under. They're 3-4 away from Madison Square Garden. The Phoenix Suns 9-6. They're 5-10 ATS though. 9-6 over under. They're 5-2 at home. They're dogs though, and this is a team that I prefer them as dogs. Phoenix is still without. He would be reevaluated in a couple weeks, so he's still out. Beal is still out. Jurkic is questionable tonight. I don't know why this line's dropping though. That tells me maybe this is just a pure market move, and it tells me that the Phoenix Suns are very live in this game, and I'm gonna get on board here with the Phoenix Suns getting 5 points in this game. Let me shop around and see what the best available number is. I'm going to get involved with the Phoenix Suns. The market's moving in their direction. They're a good home team. They're winning games. The only games they're not covering is as favorites. I'm getting +5.5 over on ESPN Bet. Sign me up. Phoenix Suns +5.5 -115 against the New York Knicks in this one. So there we go. On the board here, I am going to be on the first quarter spreads for the Blazers and the Pelicans, but this is the first official play that I've made here. plus 5.5 with the Suns. Embiid is late to everything, says Maxi. Yeah, he doesn't care anymore. Brandon Ingram is out. All right. Is Beal in and Nurk? Nurk is questionable. Beal is still out. Ingram is out. They have nobody now to score. Lead Phoenix, but pass. Suns. Yep, I did take the Suns. Suns money line plus 180. There you go. Let me grab them here. It's plus 5, but it's plus money over on CapperTek. So there we go. Knicks minus 5. Sun. Embiid has lost all 3 games this season. Yeah. Ingram is not out, just checked. Suns plus 5 at minus 105. Suns plus 5. Durant is still out. Yeah, Durant's still out. Suns money line. All right, yeah. The Knicks should roll this pathetic Suns team. Minus 205. No Durant or Beal. They are so soft. Fair. We'll move on, though. We got 2 more games left in the association. We have the Golden State Warriors, 9.5-point favorites, total 239 in this game. And against the Atlanta Hawks. This line's dropped, though. It got up to the 9.5 when I typed it up this morning and immediately dropped. The line opened up at an 8, got up to a 9.5, back down to an 8. Line opened up 237. It's now 239, so we'll move towards the over here as well. Let's take a look at the cash flow. 64% of tickets, 62% of cash on the Warriors. Line originally moved towards them and it's come back. 76% of tickets, 78% of cash is on the over here as well. The line's moved 2 points towards the over at the very least. The Hawks are 7-8 this year straight up, but they're 9-6 ATS. 11-4 to the over, 3-4 on the road. The Warriors 10-3 this year, 9-4 ATS, 9-4 over under, 4-1 at home. So they've been an awesome over team. They played 2-under in their last game, 102 to 99 loss against the LA Clippers. So you would think their offense would be their top priority. They had scored 117 points in 7 straight games previous to that there. And I'm kind of curious. I don't really want to lay this number with the Warriors, but I'm interested in what their team total over is. Because the Warriors are a team that I will look for them to score points. And this Atlanta Hawks team, granted they've been doing better defensively, they're still not a good defensive team. And it's a 123.5. Now, granted, the Hawks haven't given up 124 points in 4 straight games, and they've won and covered in 3 of those. Granted, they played the Boston game was impressive, but they played Washington, Portland, Sacramento. That's a little bit different here with the Warriors in this spot. I'm interested in that team total over 123.5, and I'm going to move on the team total over 123.5 minus 115 for the Golden State Warriors in this game. I still believe that this is Atlanta Hawks team is more of an over team. And I'm going to look for Golden State to bounce back offensively after their 99-point performance against the Clippers. And I'll look for them to focus on offense being the fix rather than defense. So team total over 123.5 minus 115 over on Fanatics. I'll take the Warriors team total over here. Road Warriors, lay it. First quarter, first half, full game. There you go. Golden State over 2. Yeah, give me the Knicks team total over 114.5. Atlanta plus 4.5 first half. Hawks plus 8. Over 239 is crazy. Come on, yeah. Hawks plus 8 as well. All right, so a little bit of Hawks love in the chat here. I'm on the Warriors team total over at 123.5. We'll move on to the final game of the card where we have the Los Angeles Clippers taking on the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic. The Magic are 2.5-point road favorites in this game. Total of 206.5. Really, really low total in this game. Not surprising. These two teams offensively, the Magic have really struggled without Banchero. So that's not surprising whatsoever there. And the Clippers are a pretty slow-paced team. This line opened up at a pick. It's now all the way up to a 3.5. So a big move here towards the Orlando Magic in this game. Line opened up at a 208. It's down to a 206. Both these teams have been good under teams. The Clippers 8-7 straight up, 8-6-1 ATS. They're 5-10 over under, 5-4 at home. The Orlando Magic are 9-6 straight up, 8-7 ATS, 6-9 over under, 2-6 on the road. Magic are coming in on a 6-game winning streak. They've figured out how to play without Ben Chara. They really struggled to start, but they have not struggled as of late. They've done really well. On the flip side, the Clippers are coming in off of a nice win as well, and that's generally not the spot I want to back the Clippers in, is after a really nice win, especially against a Warriors team, against a division rival, and now you have to go play an Eastern Conference team. 71% of tickets and 70% of cash on the Clippers, and the line's moving towards the Magic. Now, I do not want to bet the Magic on the ass end of a line move here from a pick 'em all the way to a 3.5. And then 85% tickets and 89% cash on the over, yet the line's dropping towards the under. Maybe the play's the under in this game. And this is a race to 100 points wins the game. Two teams that have played a lot of unders this year. This is a very, very low total. It feels like they're baiting you to take the over. I would only look towards the under in this spot here if I'm betting this game. But it'll be a pass to end my NBA card for this one. Grizzlies is up to +3 on DK for you Grizzlies backers. There you go. Lean LA Clippers and lean under in Clippers. Yeah, I'm not really gun-ho on betting Clipper games. Or when I do, though, I've been hit or miss. Let's head from the hardwood to the ice. The Toronto Maple Leafs taking on the Vegas Golden Knights. We have the Toronto Maple Leafs around -125, -130 favorites. Total 6 in this game. My projections for this game is Maple Leafs -135, -130, -135 for this game, and a total at 5.86 goals. The Toronto Maple Leafs are 11-6-2 this year. They are 7-10-2 over under. They're 8-3 at Scotiabank Arena. They're in Toronto, Ontario. On the flip side, we have the Vegas Golden Knights, who are 11-5-2 this year. There are 13-4 over 13-4-1 over under, and they're 3-3-2 away from T-Mobile Arena. Now, the Vegas Golden Knights started off the year really struggling on the road. They've won back-to-back road games though against Anaheim, Utah. They did lose their last home game against Washington. All of a sudden, this team that was so easy to begin the year, where you back them at home, you fade them on the road, have lost 2 home games in a row and won 2 road games in a row. So all of a sudden, they've lost a couple at home. They're putting on the road. So, and then we have the Toronto Maple Leafs off of back-to-back overtime wins. They beat the Oilers 4-3, and they beat the Washington Capitals 4-3 as well. Not a game I'm getting involved with. It is Maple Leafs or nothing for me if I'm betting the side in this game. But I see a lot of love for this Maple Leafs team, or for this Vegas Golden Knights team as a dog today, which doesn't surprise me completely. But I've seen a few people already on the Vegas Golden Knights. I'm interested in the Leafs a little bit in this game. -125. I was hoping for more of a -115, -120 range. So not going to pull the trigger on it, but I would only look towards the Maple Leafs in this game. And if you can give me a 6.5, I'd lean under. Pass, yeah. Too low total now, 205.5. Yeah. Vegas Golden Knights. No Mark Stone, no Austin Matthews. What? Mark Stone's on IR? I would have never have guessed. Sleeping NBA, no betting allowed. Skipping NBA, no betting allowed. Fair. Joseph Woll is in net. Nice. I don't mind that at all. Actually, I want Stolarz better. So yeah. Grizzlies +3. It'll be a 1-unit bet on for it being tracked, but there you go. Leafs puck line, yeah. I mean, if you're taking the shot, the Leafs, maybe a Leafs -1 and pass there for Markel. 4 games remaining. I've moved on to one of them so far. This is not it, but the Carolina Hurricanes on the road maybe generate a little bit of interest here. I'm not high on this Flyers team. My projection for this game was Carolina around -190 though, so I don't see any value with backing them here. I still don't see any value with the Flyers either. I have this game projected for 6.33 goals. So maybe this is a spot where we go ahead and we look to take the team total over for the Carolina Hurricanes, because they've scored at least 4 goals in 9 of their last 10 games. And they've been just an offensive juggernaut. And it's going to be Ivan Fedotov in net today for the Philadelphia Flyers. I'm curious what that is real quick. Let me see what the Carolina team total over is, because I'm definitely not laying minus 200 on the road. It is 3.5, minus 125. Sign me up. I'll take the Carolina Hurricanes team total over 3.5, minus 125 in this game. This is a Carolina offense that, I mean, it's no fluke. They're averaging 4.067 expected goals for over the last 10 games. So this is a team that is generating opportunities here. They've put up at least 4 goals in 9 of their last 10 games. And then when they win games, I don't think they've gone a game this year that they've won where they have not scored at least 4 goals. My bad. They've won 13 games. In those 13 wins, 12 of them they've scored at least 4 goals. The only one they didn't was a 3-2 overtime win against the Edmonton Oilers. So if you like the Carolina Hurricanes, the team total over is the way to go with them. That's pretty plain and simple. They've been an awesome team total over team this year. So, and you're giving me 3.5 at a reasonable price against a goalie that I'm not very high on, and Ivan Fedotov. Carolina Hurricanes team total over 3.5, minus 125 for me in this game. Is the shot I'm going to take for this one. I like Wool. That's fair. I like Stolars. I'm more of a Stolars guy. Canes minus 1.5, plus 112. Canes team total over 3.5, minus 125. Yes, I am on that as well. Canes team total over. Under 7, though, for Mr. Numbers and Nature's Assist at minus 125. Yeah, I can definitely see that as well. Carolina wins 5-1. I could see it. I could see a 4-3 overtime game. So, my question in that game is Philly score now for the over, for people who betting the full game over. And I don't know if they do or not. But we'll move on. The Dallas Stars taking on the San Jose Sharks. Now, the Stars are minus 450 favorites in this game, total of 6 in the spot. I did find a way to back the Stars here at a reasonable number. Now, minus 500 now is stupid. I would never recommend that. I want to see what this line is. I did a free pick video for this game last night. I took the Stars first period puck line, laying a half a goal. I got it even money. It's now minus 105, so it's only moved 5 cents. So I think it's still worth playing. We had the Dallas Stars coming in off of an embarrassing 4-2 loss against the Anaheim Ducks as minus 425 favorites. So they'll be ready to go for this game. A little bit of an eye opener that you can't just sleep through games against the bottom of the NHL. And we have the Sharks coming in off of an overtime win against the Detroit Red Wings, which also I'm not advocating for a full game play in this one, because I could see the Stars keeping the Sharks in the game, and this game goes to overtime. But I think at the very least, the Dallas Stars are leading at the end of the first period. So I'm on the Dallas Stars first period puck line. I think it's a good situational spot for them. After losing as huge favorites against the Ducks, I'll look for them to bounce back in this game. And the Sharks off of a nice win is where I would like to fade the Sharks. So I am on the Stars first period puck line here for me in this one. Stars first period puck line, even money, and now it's minus 105, but I'd still play it there. We just seen this 3 days ago. Yeah. Straw plus 450. Wouldn't talk you off of it. The Sharks plus 2.5. Yeah. And that's a reasonable price for them. And I think that line may drop. I think that line may continue to get better and better and better. So, yeah, shop around. You might be able to find a better price later towards puck drop there. First period puck line, minus 115. There you go. Hurricanes over 3.5, minus 119 at BetRivers. There you go. Yeah, unfortunately, BetRivers is not available to me there. I tried signing up for BetRivers when I was in Baltimore, but during the summer, but it would have taken a couple days to process, and I wouldn't have been able to do it in time. So we have the Nashville Predators and the Seattle Kraken. The Preds are minus 130 favorites, total of 5.5. In this one, let's take a look at my projections for this game here. The Kraken are not a team that this is not the Kraken team I was hoping for when I took futures on them. I have the Kraken or the Preds projected at around -115, -120 favorite in this game, and a total of 6.21 goals. So I do have this game projected for an over in the spot here. It's a 5.5. So I do like that. And these two teams, when they played last, and this is a system play as well. When these two teams played last, it was a 7-3 game, and both teams were coming off of a shutout loss in that game. The Seattle Kraken in their last game lost 2-0 to the New York Rangers. So we have a team coming in off of a shutout loss in the Seattle Kraken. So, and my model likes the over as well. So it's not just a system play. It's the math adds up as well, and there's value on the number. I'm taking over 5.5 -115 in this game with the Nashville Predators and the Seattle Kraken. I look for goals in this spot. I would, at this number, I can't lay it with the Nashville Predators on the road, but I don't want the Kraken in this game either. Just give me goals in this game. Over 5.5 -115 here for me. Sharks -110 for +2.5 on Hard Rock. There you go. 4-1, 5-2 type of game. Stars final 3-2. I can see that. Don't use Hard Rock. Is Hard Rock a site? Oh, no clue. Hard Rock Sportsbook. It's a sportsbook. You never. Yeah. There you go. Over 5.5 -115. Over 5.5 -114. There you go. We will head to the last one here. Last game on the card. The LA Kings -150 total of 6 in this game against the Buffalo Sabres. The Sabres coming in off of, I think their last game was a loss against Philly, and they've now sat with it there. Obviously, no Tage Thompson for this Buffalo Sabres team. Greenway is day-to-day. UPL is day-to-day. Samuelson and Thompson are out long-term for them there. Darcy Kemper is out. And we all knew Drew Doughty was going to be out. Kaliev's also out for the Kings as well. The Kings are 10-6-3 this year. They're 7-9-3 over under. They're 5-1-1 at home, so they've been good at Crypto.com Arena. The Buffalo Sabres are 8-9-1, 10-5-3 over under, and they're 2-4-1 on the road. Is this really a 5.5? Yeah, no, I 100% agree with that there. My projection for this game is a 5.59 in this game, and I have the Kings projected around a -150. So I think this line's about correct as well. So it's going to be a pass for me to end the card in the NHL. So it looks like my plays in the NHL are going to be Carolina team total over, the Stars first period puck line, and the over 5.5 of the Kraken game. So there we go. We have 3 plays in 5 games, so nothing crazy there, but yeah. There we go. Kraken +126 is tempting. There you go. Sharks bet's not. Yeah, I didn't mark you down for that one. You're good. Sharks Sabres money line. You give me okay. And then Kings money line for 446 there. To end it. And then Coyotes picks passing on this one to end the card. But that is everything for today's slate. Not a huge one, and only an hour and 3-minute show. So I want to thank you guys as always for watching, and we'll catch you guys same time, same place tomorrow for another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Good luck, everyone. Gotta find the outro. There we go.